Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out some more Reddit stories, and if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too, and let's crack on with today's first story. Much love, guys. Now today's first story comes from a throwaway account and says, am I wrong for exposing my boyfriend after I found out he cheated? So this might be a wild one, but here goes. I, 26 female, have been dating my boyfriend Matt, 28 male, for 2 years. Everything was fine until a few weeks ago when I noticed he'd become super secretive with his phone. Before he used to leave it out on the table, but recently he's been taking it everywhere, like even to the bathroom, which seemed odd. One night while we were watching a movie, his phone lit up and I saw a text from Kelly, a name I'd never heard him mention. It wasn't like a "hey, how's it going" message. It was a heart emoji followed by "can't wait for tomorrow night." My stomach dropped, but I kept my cool and didn't confront him. Instead, I decided to investigate. I didn't have his phone password, but I remembered that Matt had synced his text to his laptop, which he kept in his office. When he went to bed, I snuck in and opened the laptop. Sure enough, there was a whole conversation with Kelly. Turns out they'd been going out for a couple of months and she had no idea he had a girlfriend. He was stringing her along, telling her he was single and even planning a weekend getaway with her soon. I felt disgusted and hurt, but instead of confronting him immediately, I decided to take a different approach. Matt's birthday was coming up and he invited a bunch of his friends to celebrate. They were all super tight and I've become close to a few of them over the years. I couldn't believe Matt would do this to me, so I figured the best revenge would be exposing him to everyone. I didn't want to air things out in the heat of the moment, so I waited until the party. After we'd all had a few drinks, I gathered everyone for a birthday toast. I pulled up my phone and projected it to the TV in his living room. Everyone thought I was about to share a cute video montage or something. Nope. Instead, I started scrolling through the messages between Matt and Kelly, reading them out loud. The room went dead silent. Matt turned pale, then furious, but I kept going. I finished by saying, and that's why this piece of trash isn't worth anyone's time, including mine. Happy birthday, Matt. His friends were in shock. Some of the girls immediately came over and hugged me, while the guys were stunned. Matt, on the other hand, stormed out, furious that I ruined his night. Now, here's the thing. I feel kinda guilty. Some of his friends have told me I was savage and should have confronted him privately, while others said he deserved it for cheating, but part of me wonders if I went too far. So, am I the arsehole? Edit. I did tell Kelly. She doesn't care and she's still with him. If you're wondering what she fully said about it, check out the update and shared the link. I do try and read all comments, they are hilarious. Thank you all for cheering me up. This is just a simple case of fuck around and find out, really, isn't it? And the way OP wrote that last post, and it might be just in my head, it made it sound like, when she exposed him in front of everyone like that he had almost like a toddler level tantrum and said, "You ruined my night," and then stomped out. I was like, what the hell? But Rocket says, you should have done one better. Send her a message from his laptop. There's a surprise party that my friends are throwing for my birthday. They didn't know that I know about it. I'd really love for you to come. Here's the address and time. I'm going to delete from this side. My friends and I use each other's phones. I don't want them to know that I know. So don't message me in regards to the party. Just show up. Then continues, or send her a message. Hey, I've been thinking, would you be up for a threesome with my fiance and I? Troll account says, you did the right thing. Cheaters get no sympathy or remorse from me. Fuck cheaters. You did what you were supposed to do. He should have thought about his birthday party being ruined before we went out and started cheating. He got what he deserved. I would almost tell you to do it again if you could. Lol. Good job, OP. I'm proud of you. Mr. Fluffpants says, if you are the arsehole, it's completely warranted. I believe in confronting people discreetly over their mistakes, but something like this? Nah. They deserve to be called out, and your friends deserve to know what kind of person he is. I can guarantee he would have painted you the bad guy if you just confronted him in private. In other words, it was savage, but all of it was deserved. So Ed says not the arsehole. 2 years of your trust was betrayed. And this wasn't some drunken mistake. This was a full-blown affair. He has no excuses and nobody to blame because he stone cold sober lied to your face. I believe if you're going to carry on an affair, you deserve all the embarrassment you get. People who act badly do not deserve concealment for their bad actions. And as for his ruined night, you've had 2 years of relationship ruined. I think he can suck it up. Only thing you should do is make sure Kelly knows Matt had a girlfriend. Hope you saved her number. So OP then came in with her update and says, wow, I didn't expect this to blow up like it did. First off, thank you to everyone who commented, messaged and offered support. I want to give you all an update on how things have been since the birthday toast incident. So after Matt stormed out of the party, I left too and stayed at a friend's place for the night. The next day I was floored with messages, some from Matt, most from his friends, and a lot of people were supportive, but a few told me I was petty for airing everything out in front of everyone. Matt predictably was furious and claimed I humiliated him for no reason. He even tried to flip it on me, saying I invaded his privacy by reading his texts, which sure I did, but I mean, cheating's a little worse, don't you think? Anyway, I blocked him after a couple of his angry messages, and honestly, I felt a huge weight off my shoulders. It wasn't just about exposing him, it was about reclaiming some of the power I felt like I'd lost during the time he was sneaking around. As for his friends, most of them have cut him off completely. One of the girls in our group even texted me saying she had a similar situation with an ex, but never had the guts to confront him, let alone in front of everyone. Apparently, this wasn't Matt's first time being shady, and a few of his friends had suspected he wasn't all that loyal in past relationships, but never had proof. Looks like I just confirmed their suspicions in the most dramatic way possible. Kelly, the girl he was cheating with, I reached out to and she told me she still loved him and told me to completely cut off things with him so they can be together. She said obviously I wasn't enough for him, which hurt, but you know, they deserve each other. It's been hard, but I feel like I did the right thing. Sometimes you just have to burn bridges with people who don't deserve to be in your life, and Matt definitely falls into that category. Do I feel guilty? A little, but not enough to regret what I did. Cheating is never okay, and I wasn't going to let him get away with it. Plus, exposing him in front of his friends was probably the only way to really make it hit home for him that actions have consequences. So in case anyone's wondering, no, I'm not getting back with Matt. I did get an STD check waiting for results for people that were worried. Thanks again to everyone who shared their thoughts and gave me the courage to keep my head held high through all of this. This week has been quite hard. And then adds an additional update and then says just a quick update. He's already ended things with her. He reached out to me earlier and expressed his regrets about the situation. He said that he's really sorry and wants to reconcile and get back together with me. It is disgusting. OP added a little bit of additional information that said the birthday thing happened last weekend, the rest happened this week, as said in the last paragraph. Oh dearie me, Matt, you bloody Burke. What I never understand in stories like this, like Kelly's position, the affair partner who clearly knew something about OP, or certainly does now, doesn't break it off with him, but is almost happy this has been exposed so that they can be together. Is she not thinking like, well, if Matt is cheating on his current partner, he could cheat on me quite easily. He clearly has very little morals regarding that, especially with his attitude afterwards, trying to turn it around on the OP. It's just weird, but what do you guys make of this situation? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below, and let's move on to another story. Now, our next story comes from Down the Hallway from the True Off My Chest subreddit and says, I'm so jealous of my sister's marriage that it sickens me. I even snooped on her husband looking for evidence he's actually crap. I'm ashamed. My sister and her husband always seem to have a good marriage. They've been together for around a decade, but you never really know, right? And to be honest, I thought they were just pretending since I've never had a relationship that was super good in private. Well, now I do know. I've been living with them for 3 months. They took me in when my ex cheated on me. They do nice things for each other all the time, and it's like they don't even think about it. It's just natural. They're always bringing each other little presents. Max called me shallow when I wanted him to give me even a cheap present for my birthday. Their eyes light up when they look at each other. My ex looked at me like I was a